Welcome to Daytona International Speedway qualifying underway for the Golden Eagle Superspeedway Series. Trucks heading out on track to put down their best lap time. Drivers underlined in orange are in your playoffs. 4 drivers will leave here with a chance for a championship next weekend. We will find out at the end of the night who that will be. Watch TJ Floyd in the 49 making his way around. Keeping an eye on our timing screens, we'll figure out who the first one is across. It's like Logan Pugh. Golden Eagle Ford F-150. I love when the drivers support the sponsors to help us put on these leagues. Golden Eagle and Caterpillar, what a mix. Some very sticky equipment. Logan, the first truck across the timing line. You get 1 lap in qualifying. 1 lap in this series around these big old super speedways. That way people aren't bored to death qualifying. They can get out there, make their lap and get back. There you go. Logan Pugh sets the bar at a 51.377. Daniel Llewellyn clocks in second with a 606. Dave Hoytsma jumps in there in the second spot. Margison goes to third. Margison the highest of our playoff drivers right now at 55. Cody Brown goes fourth. J.R. Deal, welcome to the top of the board. Hello, Mama Sneed, welcome on in. J.R. the real deal to the top until Henry Koloff gets up there and knocks him off the top spot. Number 63 puts up a 280. Zach McBride posts a 354, goes into the second spot. Highest now of our playoff trucks. Check in. There's Matt Banky making his lap. Cliff Mullins on his. Find the 81 of Trenton. He's not out there yet. He likes to go late in these. Jeremy Scherer, one of our playoff trucks, got the Mountain Dew scheme. Just now heading out. Looks like Beach did not set a time in the 71, even though it shows he's on his second lap. Mike Edwards, another playoff contender. It's at number 14. Fort Worth Screen F-150. Watch Mikey's lap since he's in the playoffs. If we see any of our other playoff trucks get out there, we'll jump on them as well. It sounded awkward, but you know what I mean. Less than a minute to go in qualifying. Should be seeing Trenton head out there. Still not headed out there yet. Edwards across the stripe. 51.352. Moves him up to third. Montrose clocks in fourth. Jump back to Scherer, one of our other playoff trucks. Gatlin Downey clocks in 13th while we watch the 15. It's on his timed lap, so he should make it back around with no problem. Out of turn number 4, heading into the tri-oval. Jeremy Scherer, a 51.399, moves him up to 12th. Dalton Hayes clocks in 7th. We won't get a lap out of Trenton Sneed. He will start towards the back of the pack. 21 trucks here to do battle tonight at Daytona in the penultimate round of the Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. Part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues with partnership with CTC Racing. Appreciate everybody and all they do to help us out, including Golden Eagle Syrup. Check them out at goldeaglesyrup.com. Order some of their delicious pecan pies or kettle corn. Stuff is fantastic. Don't miss out on it. Don't sleep on it. Jump on board with our trucks as they get out on the grid. JR the highest one currently in the 6th spot. Orange Underlines are the ones going for a championship 4 next week. McBride's made his way out there. We can move up to 5th. Now Henry's out there. We can jump to the pole sitter. There's a pineapple on his truck. Let the field jump out there. Let's see if Henry's hanging out in voice chat anywhere. I see Gatlin, I see Dalton, Matt, and Logan, and then a bunch of 10-10s. I don't see Henry, so won't get a pre-race interview, but that's all right. Let the drivers focus on the task at hand. Right now, on the correct side of the points, I believe I have them updated. Nope. Mike Edwards is 11:54. Logan Pugh 11:47. Cody Brown 11:32. Henry Coloff 11:32, tied for 3rd. They are both 5 points ahead of TJ Floyd in 5th, and looks like 6 points ahead of Lenny in 6th. I don't think Lenny is here tonight in the 42, so I believe Lenny gonna miss out. We also have Jerry Scherer at 11:16. That's 16 points out. That's make-upable. That's a word. And you have Trenton. Trenton's got to make up. I'm doing a math in my head. 23? It's doable. Just have to have a really good night for Trenton. It's going to have to make up some stage points and then hope for the best in 8th spot. Field begins to roll. We'll run through our starting lineup. We have the 63 of Henry Coloff on pole. Lucas Hoysa will start 2nd in the 712 Brakes Ford F-150. Mike Edwards in the Fort Worth Screen F-150 rolls off 3rd. Ian Montrosin, the Homelander Chevy, starts 4th. Zach McBride in the Monster Juice Toyota starts in the 5th spot. JR Deal Cave City Roleplay Toyota in 6th. Dalton Hayes, the Chevy rolls off in 7th. Logan Pugh, Golden Eagle Ford, starts in the 8th spot. Dave Hoytsma, the 712 Brake Chevrolet in 9th spot. TJ Floyd, the U.S. Air Force Chevy in 10th. Zach Margerson in the 10-10s Racing Easton's Transportation Chevrolet rolls off 11th. Jeremy Scherer, the Mountain Dew Chevrolet, starts 12th. Cody Brown in the Nuclear Shocker Ford starts in 13th. Cliff Mullins, the AC Racing Graphic Chevy, 14th. Gatlin Downey, the Double Quick Chevrolet, starts 15th. Matt Benke in the Amtrak Chevy, 16th. Daniel Llewellyn, 712 Brake Chevy in 17th. Michael Deitch, he's in this Victory, I can't tell what that says, but some kind of trailers. He'll start his Chevrolet in the 18th spot. Andrew Beach, the Side Pipe Chevy, starts in 19th. Good job, Andrew, making the Final Four last night in the actual truck series. Now we're going to run some more trucks here tonight at Daytona. Trenton Sneed in the C Tombstone Game Chevrolet starts in 20th. And Grant Harrell in the Tide Ride. Tough night for him last night, but he'll roll off 21st in the Superspeedway series here tonight at Daytona Beach. 60 laps is the number we got to get to. Take a brief look at our race analysis. We expect the fuel window to be somewhere around 17. We have 60 laps to get to the end. A nice cool fall afternoon temperature of 72 degrees in Florida. A little bit of a wind at 7 miles an hour. And the points will go out at the end of halfway, which will be the end of lap number 30. Pace car heads off. The field is in the hands of Henry Coloff in that number 63. Green flag waves from Barney the Flag Man, and we are underway in the Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series from Daytona Beach, Florida. See already some trucks jumping all the way out to the wall. Just wanting to leave plenty of room. So far, so good. All 21 trucks getting away clean. Looks like a plan developing at the back with Trenton Steed, Gatlin Downey, Daniel Llewellyn, Grant Harrell, and Andrew Beach. Those trucks single file and leaving a buffer to the rest of the field. As I say that, they catch back up. And we are all back to one big pack again. Diego, thanks for the follow. Hi, Chrissy. Hey, Red Cell. Welcome in, everybody. We made it through the busy part of reading all the names. Now we can chat again. Mike Edwards going to the lead in that number 14. Wasting no time. Started on that inside lane. Able to get up there. Around the pole sitter and Lucas. Ford out front of both lanes. seeing a Ford resurgence in the trucks lately. Yeah, Montrose in the one, a little bit of Dyson side to side. Not too bad. Trucks do get buffered around when they're in the draft like that. You see the blue and red nose, second truck outside line popping in and out. That's why. JR Deal rides 6th right now, that white and blue, the red numbers, Toyota. Colton Hayes, Zach McBride all up in this mix. McBride came in the playoffs, but I think he's just a little too far out to really be able to move on. Technically, mathematically, he could make it, but he came in 11th. He would have to make up so much ground. Most points you can score is 60. I think with 21 trucks, the least points you can score is, I believe, in the ballpark of 20 to 23. We'll say 20 for math's sake. That gives a 40-point window, and he came in 34 points out. He'd have to have a perfect night and a lot of trouble ahead of him. Edwards continues to lead the inside line, but Lucas Hoytsma with the push from Ian Montrose has moved out into the lead. Trenton's moved up to the outside line and caught the tail of that group, right behind Matt Banky and Cliff Mullins. And Edwards leads that lap. Montrose a bit out of shape again in that one truck. Might be something to make you nervous if you're up in that lead pack. I don't know if Ian forgot to set his steering ratio like I do sometimes, because that's what I look like when I do that. All right, lap 5 of 60. Clean and clear so far. All 21 trucks still in the lead pack. 21st driver, you can't see Andrew Beach. Completing lap 5 through the trioval. Dalton Hayes getting up off the bottom there in that 47. That probably startled the outside lane a little bit, but looks like everyone hanging on to it. Let's go back and unmute our drivers, see what we got going on.
Only.
Cliff Mullins moving down to the bottom out of that top lane as Mike Edwards gets around, and the 14 gets a little airborne as we go get a big one from the front of the field. Drivers in the back trying to make their way through. Man, oh man, that started right at the front of the field, and with the whole pack grouped up, there wasn't a lot of opportunity to miss anything.
DG, put it wait.
Let's go back.
Caution's not on?
Oh. That's
Definitely
probably.
should have been one there.
I mean, y'all have the ability to throw in. Y'all have the
Hey
ability.
man, you know, that's just what we get here. We're here for entertainment.
I was about to say I'm meat bold, so
There's 3 admins in the race that could have thrown it. Two. Jake's not here. 2 admins in the race that could have thrown it. Alright, back to broadcasting. I was getting yelled at in Discord while I was trying to make this race, so probably made a mistake.
Black flag went down pit road to avoid the wreck.
Can confirm, cautions are not on.
This will be fun. JR Deal, Zach Margerson have in-race control.
Key part. To set a championship format.
watch Edwards roll around as we're trying to get back to the replays. And see how this started at the front of the field. Oh my gosh. What in the world? That's terrible netcode. Lucas was not close enough for that to be a wreck. Good old netcode. One more time. Just whips Edwards' truck right on around in a blink of an eye. And then everyone piles in. Wow. That is just special. Special is the word I want to use. Tide truck Grant Harrell at the back of this pack, watching everyone pile in here. Trenton looks like he makes it through there. Did a fantastic job. Great job, Trenton, avoiding everything to get through there. Check TJ Floyd. Mikey, one of our playoff trucks are right in the middle of that. Dave gets a piece. Jeremy Scherer was Matt Benke sliding in. How bad is Dave's truck? He gets a little bump there from TJ in the right rear, but after that, I think Dave gets away with it. There you go. Just a little bump in the right rear. Dave's okay. Lucas not so lucky. Wow, Scott. Lucas got up on 2 wheels. My goodness. Oh, Matt Benke sliding in there in the 35. Let's see what sent Matt in there. Guess he thought Mikey was going to go one way or another, and he never did. Matt sliding in there. What a mess. Lights are out on the pace car. Looking through the field, I think everybody's still in the lead lap despite all the damage from that crash. Some drivers probably opting to take a fast repair. Some drivers probably trying to save it. So we'll get a little bit of different strategy there. Everyone did hit the pit lane at one point or another. The top 5 trucks all topped off with fuel. McBride took a set of tires because they're free in this series. You don't have to worry about how many sets of tires you take. It does take longer to take the tires, which is why we allow them to have as many as they want. If they want to go to the back on fresh tires, more power to them. So after all the dramatics, Henry Koloff is your race leader. Logan Pugh in second. Dalton Hayes, Cody Brown third and fourth. Then you have Margison and McBride, row number 3. 2 of the fan favorites, Deal and Sneed, row number 4. And you have Downey and Beach in row 5. Getting set to resume our racing here. Lights are out on our pace car. Pace car should make the hard left onto the pit lane. We have the top 10 formed up 2 by 2. Everyone else, I guess, topped off the fuel tank. They are lined up inside line. There goes said pace car. We're set to get resumed racing here at the end of lap 10, starting lap number 11. Wow. McBride and Cody Brown both wanted to get down to the bottom, and that almost went badly. Outside lane getting abandoned in a hurry. Now McBride thought about coming down. Went back to the top. McBride going to pull up on the back of the 01 and then go 3 wide inexplicably. It's going to help neither of those trucks. I guess he had enough of a run. He thought he could get clear. That'll allow the inside lane full advantage here. Starting to form a second lane. TJ Floyd, Matt Banky, Grant Harrell get in there. McBride drops all the way back outside the top 10. Henry Koloff leads. Koloff came in 4th in points, technically tied for 3rd. So if he can stay up there all race long, it'd be good for him to make the championship for him. Logan Pugh leading the other lane, came in 2nd in points. Mike Edwards, who went on that wild ride, he came in leading the points right now. He is running outside of the top 15. There's Ian Montrose on the apron. Montrose has gone a lap down in the Homelander truck. Wonder if he had to come down and take a fast repair. Keeps it down on the apron. He is coming to the pit lane. I guess we got a black flag there.
Okay.
There's JR Deal down into the apron. That didn't look like it was voluntary. It's pretty abrupt. He goes to the tail of the field and rejoins. He'll stay in the draft. Grant Harrell with the push from Lucas Hoitzma all the way up by the wall. TJ Floyd in the 49 in the middle. Matt Banky behind. Cody Brown's pushing the 63 of Koloff. That's Margison, Sneed, and Mullins in tow. We get 3 wide before halfway. Drivers not wanting to hang around. Playoff drivers up in this mix include Henry Koloff, Cody Brown, TJ Floyd, Zach Margison, Trenton Sneed. I believe McBride's in this front of the pack mayhem as well. Top lane gets the advantage. Grant Harrell stays up there. Could have cleared down. Chose not to. McBride going to drop down to the middle lane. Oh, there goes Grant Harrell, the 4 truck.
Get a flag, get a...
There we go. I don't understand we have admins in this race for this reason. That's why I gave those drivers admin prips. TJ Floyd not avoiding the 4 truck. Grant Harrell comes down, TJ Floyd comes up, and they meet in the middle for an afternoon crash. Like a little tea break. Ungood.
Go ahead, I'm good.
Lucas is in there. 23, 37. I think Gatlin makes it through there. I think Trenton, once again, surviving the big one. Beach maybe makes it through as well. I think he was far enough back he had time to avoid all the calamity. Fortunately, no one running into him, or sliding into him, and makes it through there. Gatlin Downey. He gets a little bump into the back of the 23, a slight touch of the 4 on the right side, but overall his truck looks pretty clean for being right in the middle of that.
DJ, I think you put Lucky Dogs on me to give me the way around.
In-race admins, could one of you get that, please?
If you give me powers, Chris, I'll do it, but I don't know who's an admin in here.
It's JR and Zach, but yeah, I'll give it to you too. It's in the posts. Great race. Well, there you go. Henry Koloff won the pit lane. Going to top off the tank once again. See if anyone decides to take those free tires or not. You get one fast repair.
Not even gonna think. Fucking.
I heard I'm not even going to say anything. Something, something, something. I couldn't
Cody,
tell.
you can't park there.
Cody is turned around. How did Cody get all out of shape? Cody trying to get into his box. Logan Pugh turns him around. Yikes. Like Cody didn't quite realize where his box was or something. He had late braking. Now he's got some damage on the back end to fix. Henry Koloff, 63 truck race leader. Zach McBride now second. Logan Pugh, the 01 is in the playoffs. Just can't underline in car with a leading 0. Spreadsheets break. Yo, yo. What is up, Redtail Gaming? How are you? Good to see ya. Margison rides in 4th. JR Deal 5th. Trenton Sneed, first one on tires in 6th. Went ahead and slapped on those fresh Goodyears, as did Gatlin Downey, Dave Hoytsma, Michael Deach, Dalton Hayes, and Lucas Hoytsma, as they all rejoined the track. Jeremy Scherer worked on some damage repair, 32nd visit for his pit stop. Cody Brown sat there while he pulled that back bumper out on that 17 truck. Not too much damage. 28-second visit and back out in 13th. Cliff Mullins, he was right in the middle of all that. Got a few bumps and scrapes. Crew cleared the fenders, pulled him back out. Cliff 14th. Mike Edwards all in and around that one. I know he probably already had a fast repair taken. Let's look at our fast repairs used as we think about it. There we go. Gatlin Downey, Michael Deach, Lucas Hoytz, Mike Edwards, Ian Montrose, Grant Harrell, TJ Floyd, and Matt Benke have all burned the fast repair before halfway as JR offers his cheers. JR riding in 5th right now. Five of the top 6 in the playoffs. Then you have a couple of playoff crashers. Deal, Downey, Hayes, all not in the playoffs. Scherer, Brown still trying to stay in there, along with Edwards, TJ Floyd. Calm before the next storm, it feels like. About 12 laps to go till the end of halfway, where we give out points to the top 10, and those points will be crucial. The battle at the cut line is intense. I'm trying to work on a graphic for you so you can see it while we're racing. I'm trying. Should have it here momentarily. Wrong spot. Field working around the track here.
I'm the last guy off pit road and it lets me pass y'all, but oh well.
It's a great question.
Undeserved positions, I guess.
Some people have a really hard time of letting things go. Green flag back out on the air. We are racing once again from Daytona. Field storms off towards turn number 1, working lap number 19 of 60. ATVO locking up for a minute there. We got it working again. call off Pugh McBride. Trenton leads the outside lane. I believe that's Dalton Hayes giving him a push. Here comes McBride to jump out in front of the outside line. Bails from the inside lane. McBride, Logan Pugh side by side for second. Both in the playoff fight, as is Trenton Sneed and Margison. The whole top 5 fighting for playoff positions. Up where they need to be. Got 11 laps still halfway. Logan Pugh and Koloff getting the advantage on the inside line. Lucas is going up to the top. McBride, I don't know if he was getting pushed up there or drifted up there or what happened, but he took off towards that 97 truck on his outside, and that was almost disaster. Lucas on a faster pair already, too. Just out here trying to have some fun. A little bit of door contact between McBride, and there he goes, taking JR Deal.
Another yellow.
And there is our caution. Thank you for throwing that. And that was McBride and the 05 bouncing off each other's doors.
Lucas, you just scared the shit out of me.
Let's go back and watch the 28 and 05 right here bounce off one another. Gets the 28 out of shape. Then they come down into JRDL. The 05 goes up and over. And goes back down on his wheels. And Scott, what you're looking at, that's how it's going tonight.
I'm pretty broken after that one.
Andrew Beach slides in there, gets a piece of it in the 71. His luck ran out as he couldn't avoid that one. Gatlin Downey getting turned up into him. It was going so good for him, and then all of a sudden the 05 gets dropped in his lap right there. Right in the left front wheel, and Andrew Beach gets tagged. Let's make sure Trenton made it through. He's been very good at avoiding him so far. He's right behind JR Deal. And he gets a little piece on the nose with Zach McBride. And he does have a little nose damage on that Silverado this time. Luck ran out on him as well. Couldn't avoid this one. We get damage on the nose of the Sneed Tombstone Game Farm Chevrolet.
That's a nice bumper you got there, Lucas. You cutting the grass there, Trenton, or what are we doing?
The two Scots.
I've got a 30-second penalty against the back.
That leaves Koloff, Pugh, Hoytsma, Margison, Dalton Hayes. Front of the field in the top 5. It's been a rough week for you, Mr. Scott Rankin. Have to use last names. Lovely view of the back of the pit lane. Let's jump on the pit lane chat if we can find it. Nope, too late. They're already moving. And I don't have one for some reason. Weird. Swore Daytona had one. Call off for fuel only. Logan Pugh the same. Margison, Dalton Hayes, Cody Brown, Mike Edwards, Dave Hoytsma all used fuel only strat there. TJ Floyd first one out with tires. Restart 9th. Daniel Llewellyn 10th. Michael Deach 11th. Ian Montrose still sits on the pit lane getting damage repair after this latest caution. Montrose, McBride, J.R. Deal, Jeremy Sher, Cliff Mullins, Gatlin Downey, Matt Benke, Trenton Sneed, all sitting on the pit lane getting repairs. 71 truck already back out on track. I think he came down a lap before. Grant Harrell catching back up to the field. He's gone a lap down in that 4 truck. Bumpy ride so far early at Daytona. We're still not halfway. We've had 3 large wrecks. Normally the driver's a little more, I don't know, reserved is the word, but a little less aggressive, a little less crashy this early on, knowing it's a 60-lap race. But tonight, all caution has been thrown to the wind. They are going for it at all times. Getting closer to halfway. Now it is start to expect that kind of racing, but we started it early tonight. Koloff getting quite a few laps led. Has to be advantageous for his championship hopes. Came in here 4th in points, doing what he needs to do to move on. We can show you the points now, since we're under Yeller. And there you go. Coming in. Here's Koloff right on the cut, just ahead of TJ Floyd. Right now, Floyd in 8th. Koloff in the lead. Alex Linney not here tonight. The 6th place truck will not make the playoffs. Jeremy Scherer came in 16 points out. Scherer sits 15th right now, so he's going to need to try and make some moves here and get some stage points before end of halfway, if he wants to have any shot getting up there, because it's only about 20 points from first to last. Trenton Sneed, a bit of a long shot coming in, but out here giving it a go. Currently in the 8th spot for that 81 truck. Jake Lawrence not out here tonight. Hopefully he's feeling all right. Margerson back in 10th and McBride in 11th. Both are here. But as we said, while mathematically coming in, they had a shot. It was highly unlikely from the get-go for those trucks. I think where we're really focusing is Cody Brown, Henry Koloff, TJ Floyd, Alex Linney, who's not here, so Jeremy Scherer will be the next one in line. Really, it's just going to be 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be the primary focus. Logan Pugh needs to just not have a bad night. He'll be okay. Mike Edwards back in 8th with the fast repair. Seems relatively safe given how many trucks are here tonight. Only relatively, though. Things can happen. It's why we run the races. Lights out on our pace car. Should make the hard left here at any moment. The field will be back in the hands of Henry Koloff and the 01 of Logan Pugh. Row to Hoitzman Margeson. And green flag back out in the air. We are back racing. Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. Henry Koloff, Logan Pugh, Lucas Hoitzma, Zach Martinson, Cody Brown, your top 5. Hoitzma giving a shove to the 63, trying to get him out in front. And does so. Chevrolet to the front in the 63. Hoitzma takes over 2nd in the 97, has Logan Pugh behind him. And then they're side by side for 4th. Dalton Hayes, Zach Margeson. Margeson's got teammate Cody Brown locked on his back bumper. Lucas going to jump up there and join that top line. Now we got 4 rows of 2x2. Points leader coming in, Mike Edwards, 8th truck in that lead group. Still got 19 trucks on the lead lap. Matt Benke, Grant Harrell, both 1 lap down. Lap number 26 of 60. 4.5 laps till we hand out points to the top 10 trucks. Those of you that want to score the points at home, it's 10 points to the leader at halfway, 1 point to 10th. Standard linear 1-point scale between. Now we got 5 trucks outside, 3 inside. That's a bit interesting. See if the outside numbers help it move forward. Margeson up on that top lane with Cody Brown, TJ Floyd, Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes. Daniel Wallen moving up on the inside lane. Bringing Dave Hoitzma with him, so got a distinctively low drag flavor on the inside line. Daniel bailing out there. Guess he didn't like being all up in close proximity. heads to the tail of the field. Coming to complete lap 27. Lucas will lead that one. Lucas not in it for the championship points, but is going for 13th place, the highest finishing non-playoff truck. Currently at 324 points, just ahead of his dad at 311. So the Hoytsma battle to see who can be the dominant Hoytsma is in effect for this. Well, Lucas running in second. Daddy Dave running 8th. Top 16 have put some separation over Andrew Beach, Daniel Llewellyn, and Gatlin Downey. Lucas picks up another lap lead, keeping it from going to a 10/10 driver. Margison, I think he's got a lap lead, but everyone Lucas can lead keeps Margison from getting that most laps led. It's an extra 3 points. Wonder if there's any kind of team communication going on with 10/10 since Cody Brown came in third in points. It'll definitely be advantageous if he gets to lead a lap. He would probably want to try and push the 55 out there and down to the bottom lane so that Cody could try to get a lap lead from the high side. And we're on the halfway lap into this lap. We'll pay points to the top 10. Right now, that goes from Margison back to Trenton Sneed in 10th. Everyone hold your breath and hope we make it through this lap. Drivers towards the back may get desperate, and there it is. Mike Edwards pops out, brings Dalton Hayes, Jeremy Scher, JR Deal out there with him. TJ Floyd gets extremely close to Mike Edwards. Cody Brown thought about moving up to that third lane, decided against it. Check out where the points went out if our program would stop locking up. It's been that kind of night. There we go. Lucas Hoytsma gets 10. Zachary Margin 9. Call off 8. Brown 7. Floyd 6. Logan Pugh picked up 5. Mike Edwards grabbed 4. Dave Hoytsma 3. Jeremy Scher 2. And Dalton Hayes gets the final point. See the 0-1 Logan Pugh down on the apron, dropping to the tail of this lead pack. TJ Floyd out in front in the 49. See if he can pick up a lap lead when he gets back to the stripe. And that'll be a bonus point for the 49 team. One of our playoff contenders. Now Jeremy Scher in the 15. Another title contender that could use the bonus point. And Penke on the pit lane. TJ Floyd looks like he got his lap lead and happy to move back. 49. Lucas Hoytsma out in front. Number 97 on the low lane. Cody Brown gets down to the bottom. Been green for 9 laps now. Shearer, McBride would both love to get a lap lead here. Both of those trucks needing every point they can get. Jeremy came in 7th. Needing 16 points to make it. TJ Floyd came in just 5 points out. That was that 49 that led a lap and dropped back. So he's going to try to save his race truck for later on. Top 16 trucks in the lead pack. 10 seconds back, you have Daniel Lawal and Andrew Beach. Gatlin Downey's lost that group. Lucas Hoytsma down on the apron. I looked away for a second. I missed what happened. Just reading the points, and there's a caution waiting. I have no idea what that caution's for.
Oh, there.
Like everyone kept it pretty straight. The unfortunate side effect of the session being set up in a hurry and having to deal with things and getting distracted while making it. Well, there we go. Not wreck brings out our caution for lap number 35. Field catching up to the pace car. That'll be good for the trucks of Daniel Lawal and Andrew Beach and Gatlin Downey.
Pace car back straight away.
Field gets to all bunch back up.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Zach.
Who's the lucky dog? Harold?
Should be. Yeah, he would be.
Still don't even understand what happened.
Field hits the pit lane. Time to top off these trucks once again. We're getting close to a green flag cycle there. Gone 12 laps. McBride way too far to the left. That's going to be a mistake out of the 28. Back up, move out from the wall. Fortunate that was able to get his truck in the box. Now he's going to take the tires since he's going to drop back anyway. McBride came in at the front of the field, made a mistake getting into his box too close to the pit wall. As you see all the spots he's hemorrhaging. Probably now go ahead and take that little damage repair as he touched the wall too. Well, this caution is giving McBride a chance to fix up his truck after he crashed it on this caution. 49 to TJ Floyd. Extended stay for him. Michael Deach, a long stop for the 57. Gatlin Downey, Daniel Lawal all down on the pit lane. Front of the field backstretch before Lucas got loose. Do you have a number? Who might have been in it? This is before that. Leader of the outside lane. Here it's Cheryl. It's jumping back so far. Speed it up. Right there. Jumped it again. Stop doing that. It's right there. Go far chase, and let's try to figure out what happened. Turned into the wall, bounced off of it. Kept it straight.
Cheers, everybody.
That's why normally we don't allow admin thrown cautions, but my mistake setting up the session allowed for admin cautions. They're doing the best they can from inside the race trucks. JR Deal riding in second, offering his toast to everybody as usual. Cheers, Mr. JR. I'm gonna drink some water and say cheers to all of you. Yeah, it was Jeremy Shearer getting up into the outside wall, not really turning around backwards or anything, so it's a little strange getting a caution for that. But like I said, my mistake on setting up the session. The yellows didn't get set, so now the admins are scrambling to do their best. Cheers, John. All right. Nondescript iRacing pace car sedan will get out of our way, and we will get set to trucking once again as we begin lap number 38. And cheers, everybody. Koloff gets a really good lunch. Gets his truck clear before they even get out of the tri-oval. Dalton Hayes giving him a shove. Here comes the outside line in return. Ian Montrose, Logan Pugh giving a push to the 9. We got 9-1-1 on the outside. That's just terrifying. Cliff Mullins up there in the top lane with Jeremy Shearer. Either Daniel Llewellyn didn't catch up to the field, or his truck's a little too banged up to keep up. He is dropping back.
Where do you want me to go? My bad, I couldn't see past you.
Cross the stripe. 22 to go. This race will decide who makes the final four. JR Deal. Check him out leading this race. He and Montrose and Deal work together on the outside lane to clear to the lead. And now JR the real deal. Hopefully Corey's hanging out. JR goes out to the lead. Comes Logan Pugh on the top with Cliff Mullins. Everyone back to Gatlin. Downey lined up in this group. Matt Benke, lap truck, also in this pack. It's like 4 of Grant Harrell's in here, so the only one not in this pack is Daniel Llewellyn. Still got 1 pit stop to go. Probably need to make it until about 15 to go, so you can really be comfortable making it to the end, and then you have to worry about green-white checker possibilities. Logan Pugh, with the help of Cliff Mullins, starting to challenge for the lead on the outside lane. Jeremy Shearer up the hill into the 3rd lane. Nobody stepped out with him. Or Shearer's wanting to go backwards. Maybe he doesn't like what he's seeing. "19 trucks on the lead lap, all of which are in this lead group." Not true. Daniel Llewellyn's faded out of this group. And then we got 2 lap trucks in this pack. 20 of the 21 trucks on track are in this group. Logan Pugh gets the Golden Eagle Caterpillar Ford out in front by a nose and a wheel. See if Logan can pick up a lap lead here. Again, Logan is one of our playoff contenders. Just can't tell by the scoreboard. Leading zeros play havoc with our system. That lap led by JR Deal denies Logan Pugh that lap lead. Matt Benke Bouncing around in that Amtrak truck. The outside lane can maintain momentum this time. Last time through the tri-oval, inside lane just took off. Here comes Deal once again on that inside line, but Logan Pugh will get the lap lead there. So if he hadn't already, gets that bonus point. Just fun to watch these drivers figure out where to go. High-speed chess match. JR Deal surging ahead through the corner. Outside lane usually gets all its momentum off the corner and starts making up ground again. I believe Deal has enough at edge. He'll lead this one.
Sorry, Zach. Oh, I'm not worried about nothing. I'm just chilling.
Sounds like the drivers are waiting for that final pit stop.
I'm not a monitor anyway.
Is Tyson fighting yet?
No. They're in the second fight. They still got one more for the main event.
Alright, cool.
Sounds like we got to hear him plenty of time to catch the fight. Those of you that are interested. Got the undercard going on right now. Logan Pugh picks up another lap lead and drops down to the bottom in front of JR Deal. Now Cliff Mullins, Dalton Hayes. Unlikely pairing if you know the history of SRL. A long time those two did not get along, but here they are tonight working together. Proof that things do change. Grant Harrell's got to be kicking himself being a lap down. Seems to have plenty of speed, hanging in with the top lead drivers here. I think we'll start to see teams trying to get together for pits now that we're in the window of making it to the end.
I was a little worried about what was going on there.
Yeah, they just had a massive checkup. My head's up there.
JR Deal a bit squirrely, bouncing off the apron, but oh my goodness, Logan Pugh giving a shot to Cliff Mullins. He got squirrely. And here comes Cliff to the pit lane. Gatlin Downey is out of shape. Is he going to hang on to it? He does. Well, we get about half the field pitting. Ian Montrose, Cliff Mullins, Dave Hoytsma, Trenton Sneed, Lucas Hoytsma, Andrew Beach, Daniel maybe. He's usually in that group. Daniel probably needs to stay out there until he makes sure the caution's not coming out. He needs to run it dry and hope for that yellow. Try to stay on the lead lap. Be Daniel's best bet. Gatlin Downey got caught on the outside. We'll see if more trucks peel off the pit here. And here we go. Pretty much everybody. McBride was way out wide. He's not going to make it. Everybody else coming to the pit lane. I don't know if McBride meant to come or his plan all along was to stay out one more. Now that is going to hurt McBride if he doesn't pick up draft on the exit. Everybody hits their box nice and clean. Get the back of the pit view, so we'll jump over to Montrose as they form up. Coming off the pit lane. Trenton Steed pops out. Dave's going to stay tucked in with Montrose. Cliff Mullins, Lucas Hoytsma all there. I think Lucas is going to give Trenton a spot to come in. Nicely orchestrated there. We jump up to the trucks coming off the pit lane. Logan Pugh, I think this is going to be easily advantage that other group to pit first. They're going to have so much momentum on this backstretch when they get there. They're going to have to go to the outside because the pit group will stay low. They're going to move past Margeson, past Scherer, past TJ Floyd, catching up to Henry Koloff. Past Henry Koloff. Next one up is Cody Brown. Looks like the top 5 trucks got pretty well organized coming off the pit lane. Maybe top 4. Forgot McBride stayed out. But here they come. Outside lane with all that momentum. They at least have to work for it. They didn't blow their doors off, but I think this will be advantage. Those 5 trucks hooked up outside line here. Montrose gets alongside Dalton Hayes for the race lead. Everyone was fuel only except for Zach McBride. And that is going to absolutely doom the 28. 28's going to need a caution. J.R. Deal pops up in front of Ian Montrose. It's the inside lane fighting back, and now J.R. Deal wanting to lead the outside lane once again as the 9-1 had that really good run. The 0-1 pops up there with him. Dalton Hayes goes to the middle. Mike Edwards going to stay to the bottom. That's going to put the 0-1 in the middle. And Logan Pugh finding himself without friends all of a sudden. One lane wrapping the outside, one lane wrapping the inside.
You got it, buddy.
Not sure who that was.
Come down, Logan. Come down.
TJ Floyd letting the 0-1 down. Daniel Wallen in the background did have to eventually pit, ran it as long as he could. Did not catch that caution he needed. Now is a lap down with Grant Harrell. McBride took the tires. He's back there with Andrew Beach, who also took tires on that last stop. Normally you don't see tire stops on green flags at these Superspeedway races. Maybe some guys forgot to change them. Turned them off because they're automatically set to on these pit stops. Dalton Hayes is your race leader. Mike Edwards, Cody Brown, Henry Koloff, your top 4. Then it's side by side. Logan Pugh, Cliff Mullins. Mullins with Margeson, Hoytsma, the 1 of Montrose, and the 15 of Scherer on the top lane. And that AC Racing Graphics Chevrolet is digging on the top. He's alongside the 17 of Cody Brown. Now he's alongside the 14 of Mike Edwards. One more truck in the line, and it is Dalton Hayes, who Cliff's been drafting with a lot of this race. Out of turn number 4 they come. Bit wiggly out of the 14 there. I wonder if the tires are actually starting to matter a little bit. Dalton Hayes leads that lap in the 47, but the 37 Cliff Mullins right on his door. 9 laps to go from Daytona Beach, Florida, and business is picking up. We're all done pitting, and it is time to get your track position. Cliff Mullins surges ahead with a great push from Zach Margeson in the 55 Easton Transportation Chevy. Both of them clear to the bottom line. Now it leaves the door open for Lucas Hoytsman. Ian Montrose at the top. Whoa, there goes the 55. Zach Margeson, 1 truck spin into the inside. We stay green. Margeson getting spit out of the pack. Had a tall order to make the playoffs as it was. That is not going to help. Randy saying he gone. Fortunate not to collect anybody else.
I have a black flag. I'm sliding into the pit road.
Hopefully somebody can get that for him. Wait, Margeson is an admin. He can clear his own for that. Mullins fighting back on the inside. Lucas, I think he's right where he wants to be in that 97. If I'm Lucas, I'm trying to manage and stay the leader of that outside line. Because that is where 90% of these races are won. If he drops down, he gives that up. If he pulls ahead and someone drops to his inside, he'll have to fight back again. But if he can manage side by side with Mullins until the last lap, as long as that third lane doesn't come a-chugging, that would be advantage Lucas. We don't have a whole lot of trucks in this pack, so the third lane, I don't know how viable it's going to be, but I know someone's going to try it. A lot of non-playoff trucks up here towards the front. First contender is Edwards in 5th. Here comes the outside line.
Nice job.
JR Deal is up there with the 01. Logan Pugh.
I think we need to go there.
Yep.
Not sure who we're talking about. Welcome in, Schultes. Cliff Mullins gets way out of shape. And they save it. Dalton Hayes gets him back in line. JR Deal, Logan Pugh break out to the lead. 3 wide, just behind him. Ian Montrose, Lucas Huisma, and the 15 of Jeremy Scherer. Then you have Mullins, Hayes, and Downey. And then TJ Floyd and Mike Edwards. Edwards always around the front at the end of these things. JR Deal out in front. There goes Cliff Mullins out of shape up into the wall, and that is going to be your yellow.
Yellow.
That will be it for sure. Just give him a chance to click the button. Dave Hoyts went into the wall. Cody gets a piece. I think he's still trying to get the yellow there. This is how I was going to do it if he didn't. Let's see what transpired there. Cliff was the first one I noticed out of shape. It looked like netcode again, unfortunately. Let's go back and take another look. Watch the 14 and 37. Right there. Didn't actually make any contact, but all of a sudden the 37 shoots down the hill onto the apron, which turns him back up the track. And just super unfortunate. The driver is actually doing a great job not causing a wreck, and netcode deciding otherwise. Oh, that's frustrating, you know? What can you do, though? Netcode is something we deal with every race. Not something we can really control. We just have to hope iRacing does better. Back under caution we go, and this probably sending us into overtime. Right, Randy? Just unfortunate right there. That's a good question, TJ. I was getting screamed at in Discord, so I don't know. Like, I was trying to do it in a hurry, and people were just being petulant. Wouldn't leave me alone while I was trying to do it. Ended up having to mute them. So, sorry for guys messing up your... Sorry for me messing up your race with the cautions and such. Yeah, things are definitely squirrely. They're doing a good job. Goes Daniel to get a lap back. Can be 19 trucks on the lead lap if we get racing again. Yeah, JR didn't panic. Regrouped with the 0-1, went to the third lane, jumped out to the front. JR played it very well. riding around behind the pace car. Hopefully the lights go off soon. I'd love to end this at least one more attempt at getting it to green, because I don't think green white checkers are on. It would have said by now, I think, right? With the lights on the pace car, it would have extended already. So I don't think green white checkers are on. Lights out, please. Please. Yes. And it does extend. It says 59 of 61. So green white checkers did get on. One thing we got right, at least. My bad about the yellows being manual. Remember, if it's what was the rule? 3 or more? 3 or more trucks? If it's just like 1 or 2 trucks, don't throw it. But if you get 3 or more, and don't throw it after the white. In case admins can hear. Mike Edwards wins with no bumper. Does he have no back end? Scott's picking JR. I'm rooting for JR. I know it's not supposed to have rooting interest in the broadcast booth, but damn it, it's hard not to root for JR when he's up front. You've been around SRL as long as I have. It's damn near impossible not to root for JR here. I'm sure there's other guys in this race rooting for JR right now. Logan Pugh, the only truck in the top 5 in the playoffs. 0-1, looking set to move on if he can finish up there. We'll do the points live on Twitch after the race. Don't miss out on that. Evers saying he wants to be in Dalton's position right here, picking the 4th place truck. Green flag back out in the air. Green white checker attempt number 1 coming at you. Hopefully it's the only one we need. Like Daniel Wallen going for a Kyle Busch restart out there. Just took a whole steam of momentum into the back of the pack. Fortunately backed back off of it. Didn't make that an issue. Thank you, Daniel. JR Deal, Logan Pugh get clear. Where did the blocks come from? When did he start throwing them? Looks like Lucas has made it alongside JR Deal. Lucas. Here comes Trenton on the outside line with a push from Margison. Trenton tucked back into the line. Coming out of turn number 4. And it looks like we are going to get the white flag. So this will be our only attempt at the green-white checker. No more cautions to be thrown, and there they all die, right through the tri-oval. Who's going to get through this mess? Is it going to be Trenton? No. Henry Koloff, Cody Brown 1-2. Final lap. Henry Koloff is your leader. Cody Brown sitting in second. I don't know if Dave and the 05 of Gatlin Downey have time to catch up. It is Cody Brown, Henry Koloff. The 2 trucks look to be settling this one as Hoytsma's losing ground. Cody Brown trying to keep a little distance to the 63. When does he make his move? He's going to peak to the top. We'll see if the 63 comes up off the bottom. He does not. Here goes Cody Brown to the outside. Koloff blocks him. Cody Brown back to the inside. Cody Brown back to the outside, but that's going to be Henry Koloff to the win. Cody Brown will finish second. Then Dave Hoytsma. And then we have Gatlin Downey. And at the line, that looks like Daniel Llewellyn over McBride by a narrow finish to pick up a top 5. Great job, Daniel Llewellyn. TJ Floyd battling Margison. Floyd will hang on for the position, but may have picked up a penalty. No, there he goes, back up to 7th. Our scoreboard jumped from to 12th for some reason, which was odd. Margison 8th, Logan Pugh 9th. Andrew Beach gets a top 10 and completely obliterates his truck. Mike Edwards 11th. Mikey came in as the points leader. That's probably enough to move Mikey on, but we'll have to check it out. Henry Koloff is your race winner. Well done. Mr. Koloff. Let's see if we got him in race chat anywhere. JR, it was so close, man. It was so close. If Henry can get to the... Someone wouldn't let him know, get into the Discord so we can have a chat. And Cody's already up there. I think Dave's in the waiting room, just waiting on our race winner, Henry Koloff. Like to get his excitement here. Well, all right. I guess we'll move on to second place finisher, which is Cody Brown. We'll come back to Mr. Koloff and his win. See if we can drop back and pick up some live footage of the 17 truck on the racetrack. Have something to look at while we talk to him. Oh man, it went way so far back. Good enough though. Let's drop this to a TV one. Actually, let's do the right rear. Much better. There we go. And we'll pull Mr. Cody into the broadcast booth. Cody, DG, you got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. One hell of a wild finish there at the end. A, thanks for covering my mistakes and throwing the yellows for me tonight. I appreciate you. Sorry about that. And B, how the hell did you pull off a P2 out of that? And what did you need to try and get Henry there at the end?
Well, yeah, throwing yellows while driving is really hard. That
Very.
one caution, there probably wasn't a caution. I just saw cars going everywhere, so I just hit the button. But we got stage points, which we needed. And then I was just kind of riding there, and I was hoping I could get in front of Zach there. But then they all started wrecking, so I just went to the apron with Koloff there, and we made it through. And I was trying to set him up for a pass, you know, coming out of 4 there, and I kind of got there, but he came up to block, and I didn't want to turn him in the outside wall, so I hit the brake. I mean, if that's next week, I'm probably turning him, but but I cut him a break there, and that was a fun race.
10-4. Well, congrats on that P2 finish. It was damn entertaining. Appreciate you once again. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for this P2 finish.
Yeah, thanks Golden Eagle for sponsoring the series. Thank you for broadcasting, and thank all my I thank everybody at 10/10. It's been a pretty good year.
Heck yeah. It's good to see you fitting in over there and having a great, outstanding season in multiple divisions. So we appreciate all you do for us. Admin in the Truck Series is never easy. We know how drivers can be sometimes. So, yeah, congrats on the strong season. We'll see you in the championship next week.
Thanks, man.
Cody Brown in the 17. Now we'll go track down a third place finisher, Mr. Dave Hoitzma, so he doesn't have to keep waiting around. Daddy Dave, it is DG up in the booth. You got a copy? Right, bro. I don't hear you.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that.
Now I hear you. All right. Well, what a night. Wow, what a finish. All kinds of calamity. How did you get through there to pick up a third?
Well, to quote Tom Cruise, I'm through it, Harry.
Perfect. So we just basically dropped the hammer is what you're saying.
Basically, a lot of swerving. Yeah, it's just the seas parted, and yeah, here I am.
Well done. Good to see you have a good finish. It's been a kind of, I don't know, not too rocky of a season, but a little bit of a rocky season. It's good to see you have a good finish.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right. We got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for that fantastic P3 tonight.
Low Drag Esports, CTC Racing, 712 Brakes, you for broadcasting and putting on the series.
10-4. Congrats on the awesome run tonight. Truck looking beautiful up there. We appreciate you out here racing, and we'll see you hopefully next week.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Daddy Dave brings it home P3. Now we'll go back to race winner Henry Koloff in the 63 truck. Now that he is up into the waiting room. Henry, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that was one hell of a finish. Did you have any idea you were about to pull that off today?
No, not at all. I was just riding around there for the last couple laps. They wrecked, and I just, you know, it was a moment instinct. Went to the bottom, and you know, when I came back up, it was just me in the 17. I don't know how he pulled it off, but we'll never know. But yeah, it was an awesome race at a really fast truck, fastest truck in all 3 sessions. I don't know how, but we did it, and we're gonna race for a championship next week.
That's right. Well, congrats on a strong run tonight. You got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for your victory here at Daytona in the trucks.
Yes, I'd like to thank all of my fans and everyone who supports our small team. We're gonna try to fight for a championship next week, and yeah, let's go win it.
10-4. And what is Masters in on your truck there? Don't forget them.
Oh yeah. Well, I was running a Del McCower throwback. He was a former NASCAR. God rest his soul, but been wanting to do it for a while. Just never got around to, it, and I figured, I'd run it tonight, and yeah, so pretty awesome to have them on the truck, and yeah, it's pretty awesome when I'm looking forward to next week, and hopefully we can pull off the championship, but we'll see.
And for it, we'll see you back here next week. Good luck to you there, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Congrats to Henry Coloff and the 63 team picking up the win tonight. We appreciate all of you that came out and watched the race and supported us that way and in the community as well. Even if you don't like me, I still appreciate the shit out of all of you. Let's go run through our final results here real quick. And it is Henry Coloff picking up the win. Cody Brown, Dave Hoytsma, your top 3. Gatlin Danny, Daniel Llewellyn, your top 5. Then McBride, TJ Floyd, Zach Martin, Logan Pugh, Andrew Beach, your top 10. Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes, J.R. Deal, Lucas Hoytsma, Trenton Sneed, Cliff Mullins, Michael Deach, Ian Montrose, Grant Harrell, Jeremy Scherer, and the final finisher, Matt Minke in the 35 truck, finishes 21st. Thanks everyone for coming out. That's going to do it on the YouTube. We're going to go ahead and switch over to Twitch and do the points. So check us out over there, dgsracing.com. That's the website for the leagues. The Twitch is at twitch.tv/GGSwish. We'll see you over there if you want to see the points. Thank you guys so much over the YouTube. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon. And that's wrapped up. Now we can get the music back on, do the points, and see what we